Hi everyone, welcome to stampinggala.com. Today's project is this really cute treat holder that holds these 2 bottles of Orange Crush flavored Jelly Bellies. I purchased these at a store called Five Below. This was a featured project on my Facebook group, which I hold Facebook Live videos every Thursday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time over at Stampin' Gala Stampers Group. Please join me there. I also had coordinated projects. I had this Tic Tac treat holder, as well as a coordinating birthday card. I do have videos already done for these on my YouTube channel. So let me show you how to create this adorable treat holder. I did do some scoring offline to speed things up a little bit. But let me back up and show you the stamp set that I'm using today. It's called Lemon Zest by Stampin' Up. And also I use the Lemon Builder Punch. Now these are sold separately. However, you can purchase them as a bundle to save 10% in the annual catalog, as long as you purchase it before the annual catalog expires May 31st. I'm also using this stamp set, Itty Bitty Birthdays, and this is in our Occasions 2019 catalog. I'm using the Cheers to You stamp. One other product I'm using is our layering circle dies. It includes 16 dies, and I'm using a plain circle as well as a scallop circle in this project. Okay, so I'm using also Grapefruit Grove cardstock. I will have all of my dimensions on my blog at stampinggala.com. You can go to my blog and print off the project sheets for this, or you can just download them to your computer. Now, on this piece of cardstock, it measures 8.5 by 10. I scored it at 1 3/4 and 3.5 on all 4 sides. So we're going to do lots of folding here and burnishing as well as trimming. Now, while you're at, if you choose to jump over to my blog, I'd love it if you subscribe to my blog post so you don't miss a thing. As well as I have a second subscription offer. If you subscribe to my newsletter, which I send out once a week, you'll get a free download of beautiful tutorial of a greeting card. And then I also, on my tutorial or my newsletters, I will be sending out tutorials every week. Okay, so I'm going to grab an ink pen so you can easily see this. But in each corner, there's 4 corners, 4 squares. We're going to cut out in each corner the 3 outside squares. Okay, so you're going to cut them out completely. And what you're going to do is go on the kind of like the outside part of the bump, okay? The score bump. Okay, so it's gonna look like that. Now you can use those for something else. I have so many scraps, I just toss them in the trash, unless I have a project currently that I'm working on today that I can use those scraps. Otherwise, they just build up. Okay, and I'm going to continue on this side. And then once I get these all cut out, I'm going to show you how to clean it up a little bit. Just want to show you all at once how it's going to look when you get these trimmed off. Here. Okay, let me get this out of the way. So it's going to look like this, all right? So now what we're going to do is we're on the side that has these the longer tabs, we're gonna trim up all the way up to the next score line. And then we're gonna put a tab in here. So we're gonna tab this out, just like this, okay? All right, we're gonna do the same thing over here. Trim it up and create the tab. This tab will not be seen, so if you think you have it too crooked, it's okay, it'll be fine. Oh, and what I did was I turned it over, and I'm doing the same thing on the opposite side. And that's all the trimming we're gonna do. Then you wanna grab your tear and tape, because we're gonna be using that to put the box together. You always wanna use a good adhesive when you're working with 3D projects. Okay, so it looks like this. Okay, so now we may need to trim a little bit more, and I'll show you that in just a second. But for now, what we're gonna do is put tear and tape. See how it kind of rolls up a little bit? This is gonna be the inside. So we're gonna put tear and tape on these 4 tabs. Let me show you where we're gonna put them. If you're wondering where I purchased this ruler that I'm using to tear off the tear and tape, I got it at theperfecttrimruler.com. They're kind of expensive if you only buy one at a time, but if you get a group of friends that want it, you can get them for less. Okay, flip it over, and now we're gonna put it on the tabs themselves. But don't go over the line here, don't go over the score line, but make sure you have it on this tab, the one that we trimmed up. So you have 4 on the front and 4 on the back, okay, or inside and outside. Okay, so now we're gonna start putting it together. I like to do this side first, so we're gonna just take the top off of these 4. Okay, now one at a time, we're gonna pull the corners to create the corners and make them as straight as possible at the corner. Okay. And then the last one over here. Okay, now before we go on, what I suggest that you do is take your scissors and trim a sliver, just like that, off of these tabs. Turn it over. And the reason being is you're bringing so much paper, so much cardstock together, it will tend to buckle. And I think that's good. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, see how much I cut off? Not very much, but it makes a difference. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is take these tabs off, and then one at a time, just fold them in. Now I like to refer to this as a finished box, because a lot of times you'll see boxes that are just, they have the raw edge here. I like the extra layer, so it just looks so much nicer, and I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Okay, so there are the 4 corners, and you can take 4 sides, I should say. And you can take your bone folder and just kind of seal it. Okay, so now you can see it's not a raw edge, and you can't see where the tabs are in the inside. So now we're gonna take this piece here. Now on my sample, I had this side showing. I'm gonna show this side this time. So we're gonna put the snail on this side. Now this piece is, let me see if I can see it, 2 3/4 by 1 1/2. But again, these will be on my blog, so make sure you hop over to my blog. You don't need to worry about putting all these sizes down. And you can print off, it'll look like this. You can print off a nice finished copy with pictures of the sizes and products I used and everything else. So it's kind of nice. Now I have 2 pieces, a piece of Grapefruit Grove and a piece of Gingham Gala. The Grapefruit Grove is 3 by 5 1/2, and this piece is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in a corner rounder, and the perfect corner rounder is our envelope punch board right back here. So you just stick this in here, punch, stick it in this side, and punch. Same thing on this. We're only doing the top 2 that can be seen. Okay? So it just kind of makes a nice finish here. Okay, we're going to also put these together. If you like this video, I would appreciate it if you click like. And if you're not already a subscriber, I'd love you to subscribe to my blog or to my YouTube channel. Okay, so you can put some glue down here. All right, so we're going to just grab my Tombow glue and just put some glue in there. Now we're going to take this and slide it in all the way to the bottom. Okay, and just seal it. Now I'm taking my 3/4 inch punch, centering it on here, and bringing it far enough down so it looks like it's nice and centered, not too close to the top, and I think that's perfect. Okay, so now we're going to do some decorating. All right, so we're going to do some stamping first, and as you can see in my sample, I have an orange slice and a lime slice. So we're going to take, let's do the orange first since it's right on top, and we're going to stamp this. All right, while we have the orange out, or the Grapefruit Grove out, we're going to take the little piece of Whisper White that I have for the sentiment, and we're going to stamp the sentiment. And remember, the sentiment comes from the Itty Bitty Birthdays. I will have a link down below to my blog. Oops, I messed that one up. I'll just turn it over. A link to my blog so that you can actually make it easier for you to get to my blog and get the project sheets. Now, I need to clean this off because I used the Grapefruit Grove, and now we're going to use the Lemon Lime Twist. I'm just going to use my chamois here. This looks so messy, but it cleans really nicely. So it's completely cleaned off. These are only $8. If you don't have one of them, I suggest you get one or two. I love them, and just stick them in a old stamp case. You just rinse them out in the sink. I cannot believe how clean they get your stamps. Okay, so there's the Lemon Lime Twist. Let's grab the punch, which is a 3/4 inch punch. I'm gonna pop this. Okay, and then we'll also take the punch and take care of the lime. All right, we're going to take the Grapefruit Grove one, add some snail or glue to the back, center it on here, and I use the layering circle die for that. We'll pop up it on some dimensionals. And then we'll put this on here, okay? And you know, this would have looked equally as cute if you just switched from the lemon lime twist, switched in the lemon lime twist, and then had the accent slice as the Grapefruit Grove. Okay, so now we're gonna take here it is. We're just gonna cut this in half. I'm gonna do it a little bit differently this time. We'll cut this in half. Okay, and then we'll put this right here. Too much of the gingham was not showing, was being covered up. Put that like that. We'll take our Cheers to You, cut this on an angle. Okay, we'll put some glue behind here. Okay, this time let's stamp a couple of leaves. Okay, we'll need the lemon lime twist again. We'll stamp this just on a piece of scrap paper. Bring in our punch that out, and then we'll do the other leaf. I received so many awesome comments on this treat holder. I think that people are really gonna like it when they get the video up, when I get the video up. Okay, so there's that. So you can tear this little thing off here. You don't need that because it's not gonna be seen anyway. And you're gonna pop this, oops, don't cover up the Cheers. And then put some glue behind this one. And I had some extra leaves over here, so we can actually put another one down here just for interest. Okay. One last thing to do, and we're going to grab the ribbon, which I don't know where I put the ribbon. Oh, here it is. Okay, so we'll tie a bow on here. I think ribbon just really makes a difference on any project. It's the finishing touch. All those details make a difference, whether it's, I think ribbon is the biggest, makes the biggest difference, but when you can add on any embellishments of any kind, it just can turn your project from just a simple to a stepped up. For instance, let me show you. If I just take this, these are our glitter enamel dots, and let's say I just add maybe a couple in here. Okay, just that little bit will make a difference. And then we're going to add in, you want to put these in first. And what a difference this little grass makes. And you can get this on the clearance rack. You can hop over to the clearance rack from stampinggala.com. This is an awesome add-on. It is only $3 for 3 packages. One is white, another one is white and silver. White on one side, silver on the other. And then Berry Burst. It just makes a difference in all of your projects. So anyway, here is your final project, and let me bring in the other 2. I hope you visit me often at stampinggala.com. Remember to click on the like button if you like this video, as well as subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.